What is going on, everybody? This is Dave and welcome back to another video today on the channel. Today, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be doing another Wolves player experiment, and today is one that I feel is unlikely. No sort of reputable source has reported it as much. It's sort of fans hoping and with expectations really with this one, but it is going to be Tiquinho. I think it's Soares or Soares. I'm not too sure how we're going to be pronouncing it, and he is a Porto striker that, as you can see, we have put at Wolves. He's got a pretty decent record at Porto in real life so far, but apparently he's going down the pecking order slightly, and obviously he is a Jorge Mendes man. Wolves need a striker. He could be the man to do so. As you can see by some of his stats on the game, if you're not too familiar, all the stats are rated out of 20. He's got finishing at 16, which isn't bad at all. His strength is at 17. Got some decent heading, passing and stuff. So all around, he's a really decent player. Valued at £11.75 million. He's on about 30 grand a week. I think he's on less than that at Porto at the moment, but I think the game's put it up to that. And I put it for about £8 million. I'm not sure if it'd be more or less than that, but yeah, I put it for about £8 million. And we're going to be skipping forward to see how well he does at Wolves. Obviously, Wolves need a striker. We've seen them do really well on this game. In some seasons, we've seen them do not so well. So we're going to see if Tiquinho, we'll call him Tiquinho, to see how he can get on at Wolves and if he can help fire Wolves to the Premier League and get some sort of success. So we skip forward for the first year, and we're going to be seeing how Tiquinho has got on at Wolves. He is still at the club, as you can see, 27 years of age now. Scored 11 goals in 44 appearances in his first season for the club. Mainly, I mean, most of his stats look like they've sort of remained as they were. But yeah, 11 goals, 2 assists, not too bad at all overall. Started, obviously, most of the games, but Wolves probably should have done a little bit better. Or Tiquinho probably should have scored a few more goals. Wolves as a whole, if we have a quick look, finished 9th in the Championship. They haven't even got Nuno in charge anymore. They've got Remy Gard, the ex-Villa manager, now in charge. Nuno was sacked. He didn't get off to a good start, and he is obviously currently unemployed, which is strange. Sometimes we see him do well or jump ship. We never really see Nuno stay for too long. Remy Gard is now the manager, obviously ex-Villa man. But yeah, Tiquinho not so bad, but could have been better in my opinion. We did this on a Sam Gallagher video when we could see his goals to games ratio or goals to minutes, and it's 273. So it's in and around a goal every 3 games, or on average anyway. But not bad at all. 51% of his shots are on target, so he's troubling the goalkeeper as such. But could have been better. We'll jump into the next season to see how he gets on. But 11 goals in the first season. Quick look at some of the other Wolves players as well, just in case some of them beat him for that. He did finish top goal scorer, 13 goals in all competitions, so Wolves really did struggle for firepower this season. So we're at the end of the 18-19 season, and we're going to be checking out Tiquinho again. Hopefully he has scored some more goals and helped fire Wolves to the Premier League. He certainly has 20 goals this season, much better than last year. 46 games, so he was ever present in the league, but it's a really good amount. Only a 6.86 average rating, he only grabbed 2 assists. And he grabbed 3 man of the matches in the end. But it's a good ratio for him this season. Much better. 20 goals. Stats, as you can see, minutes per goal, 171. So he's on average just under a goal every 2 games, which is much, much better. Wolves in general, 9th in the Championship again. Got Claude Makelele in charge now. So they've got rid of a few of the managers. Ruben Neves still at the club at the moment. But Wolves as a whole not doing too well this season. Need to start pushing up a little bit more. He did finish top goal scorer by a long, long stretch again, but they're not getting many goals from any other parts of the pitch. How Carvalho, a man on loan, grabbing the most assists. But Wolves really need to crack on a little bit if they're going to get Premier League football. They're spending a little bit of money. They cashed in on Dominic Iorfa for almost 15 million. A ridiculous amount of money they brought in for him there, and also a few other players leaving the club as well, and coming in. But we'll skip forward another year. Tiquinho, much better from him. right at his prime now, so he needs to start grabbing a few more goals, and hopefully this next season he can help fire Wolves into the Premier League, because next year could be one of the last seasons we see him at his very best. So here we go then, at the end of the 1920 season rather, and we're going to be checking out Tiquinho again. Double check he's still at Wolves, he certainly is, and this time he scored 17 goals, a very decent return, this time getting a lot more assists, 6 assists, and this time getting a much better average rating at 7.03. He played 3 games, albeit 2 off the bench in the EFL Cup and grabbed 2 goals, and he grabbed 1 goal in 2 games in the FA Cup as well. This season a much better, well, very, very similar actually, minutes per goal ratio, 179, so it's just under a goal every 2 games, but very, very solid again. Although he didn't score many more goals, he created 4 goals, 4 more goals this season, which is better. Only 2 man of the matches, but a much better average rating, so as a whole, he was playing much better. As you can see, all his games playing as a striker as well. But Wolves as a whole finishing 3rd in the Championship. Did they get promoted? We'll have a quick look. And they certainly did. They beat Villa on penalties at Wembley. What a game that would have been. Soares, Tiquinho obviously finishing top goal scorer in the league. 4th round of the FA Cup. 3rd round though knocked out by Baggies, who went and won the EFL Cup, which is incredible for them. But overall, a very good season for Wolves. Under Chris Powell now, they're going to be in the Premier League, which is good for them. They've brought in a few players, a couple of guys in from Monaco, Reading and so on. Didn't sell many players this year on big permanent deals. Only Danny Bart left really, which is a notable one. But other than that, they've still got Ruben Neves. They've still got Tiquinho, and hopefully this could be a very successful season in the Premier League for them. So then, first year for Wolves in the Premier League. Time to see how they got on. But obviously we're going to be checking out Tiquinho first. He's still at Wolves. He's grabbed 11 goals in the Premier League, which is not a bad return at all. 5 assists, 6.67 average rating. He's obviously aged 30 now. He's on another contract. He's on 73 grand a week now at Wolves. But as you can see, overall so far, 58 goals in 168 games, which isn't too bad for him. A 6.67 average rating. 3 goals in 5 in the Cup as well, so 14 goals overall, which isn't too bad, I suppose. Looking at the Premier League, 231, so obviously that's gone up a little bit, so it's about 2.5 games per every goal, and 43 games, all as a striker. Wolves as a whole, though, just about got relegated. As you can see, missed out on safety by 3 points. Unfortunately, got Harry Kane at Liverpool, which is a bit strange as well. But yeah, missed out in the end. Chris Powell still in charge though. I'm guessing he'd probably be under some sort of pressure, but Wolves spent a big amount of money, mainly on players like Wabi Kazri came in, Perico came in from Crystal Palace as well. But they've still got some of the big players, they're still there, and obviously Tiquinho is still at the club. But they're going to be hoping next season, you know, they've still got Helder Costa, still got Ruben Neves, still got Ivan Cavallero, still got Tiquinho. Next year could be the big one. Every year since he's joined, he's been top goal scorer, which is what we like to see. However, is he going to continue? Is he going to stay at the club? Because now he is 30 years of age. He's going to get on a little bit now. He's going to be 31 next year. It's going to be very interesting to see what will happen in the next couple of seasons or so. So then we come on to the final year of the experiment to see if Wolves got re-promoted. Tiquinho, where is he? Now he's moved on. He's at Lyon. 31 years of age now. He's thought, you know what, it's time to move on. He hasn't done too well. He's got, a ridiculous record in the Europa League, but didn't play many games unless he moved in January, which I think he did. He only played 5 games for Wolves in the Championship, scoring 0 goals. And he joined Lyon. He's played 10 games and scored just 1 goal. Now, did he get injured? Not that I know of. Not really. So maybe Wolves brought someone else in. Now, in the Championship, Wolves got re-promoted. So they won in the playoff final. Under Chris Powell again. They've still got Ruben Neves. But I'd assume they've brought in a striker for big money. Well, they haven't paid... Well, they've spent 24 million, but spread it out quite well. They brought Danny Ward in, who I know... no, it's the goalkeeper, Danny Ward. Let's have a look. Any loans that they've brought any players in? He looks ridiculous. Kirk Banks, who's a regen. Scott Hughes is a striker. Maybe he had a good amount of games for Wolves. Came off the bench a lot. Probably better to see. Helder Costa grabbed 19 goals this year, which is a ridiculous amount. Even this guy, Edward Hutchinson, attacking midfielder, scored 11 goals. Wolves, much better distributing the goals this season. Gilas as well scored 12 goals, the Algerian. So Wolves as a whole spread the goals out a lot more than previous years, and obviously cashed in on Tiquinho. Ivan Cavallero ended up leaving the club as well. But Tiquinho, they've got 4.9 million, rising up to about 8.25. I think they've definitely got their money's worth out of him. Say he went for 5 million, they've definitely got like £3 million worth of money out of him. He helped fly them to the Premier League. He was top goal scorer for how long? Very, very decent player. I think he'd be a good addition to the team. I think added to the players that we've already got at the club, I think he would do very, very well. I think it's unlikely because he is that good, but it'd be awesome to see him at the Molineux. Let me know what you think, whether we will sign him, and let me know whether you want to see any other player experiments. Are there any other players linked with Wolves before the transfer window shuts at the end of this week? Let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to make sure you're up to date with all the videos. And until next time, I'll see you all very, very soon.